Hello everybody, Apoc the Great here, and I know it's been so long since I made a video, and I would say, you know, I don't know, the usual I'm sick type of thing, but no, I've just been doing a lot of schoolwork lately. I need to do more school stuff. As you can see, it's a different layout behind me. I'm in my kitchen right now. I just decided to make a video, while my cat's rubbing my leg. Cat's weird. I don't know what this one's gonna be about, but my girlfriend Anna wanted me to say some, fourth dimensional particle theory stuff because I was explaining that to her. So I guess I'll explain it to the best of my ability. So everyone knows how there's 3 dimensions. We're 3D. If this was a 1D or 2D, this would be just a line or flat. So now that you can see a shadow, and you can see this, and it looks round, therefore it's 3D. If I can go like this, and make my hand bigger than my head, it's 3D. So, an easier thing to explain is a 1D person can't go into a 2D world. And a 2D person can't go to a 3D world. If a 2D world person goes to a 3D world person's universe, technically, by theory, because, we don't know if this is true or not. I mean, this is all theories, which means that it's not been proven. But, yeah, a 2D person would be flat, therefore he would have no backside. He would only have a front side. Therefore, his organs would fall out. But a 3D person should be able to go to a 2D world. Kind of like graphics, I guess. If you think about it. It just depends, I guess. But a 3D person can't go to a 4th dimensional world. Best way to explain a 4th dimensional particle is it's so chaotic that it exists. So our particles, let's say this is a particle, right? Our particle, it's 3D. Let's say that's a 2D, this is a 3D, and a 4D would be somewhat moving inside itself like this. So it's like it keeps moving infinitely, and it goes inside of itself infinitely. It never stops. So therefore, if a 3-dimensional particle person goes into a 4th-dimensional particle universe, we would, well, theoretically, be nothing, and we would go through ourselves because we wouldn't be stable. So, I think I found one of the particles. A good way to demonstrate it. Come on. Sorry, my phone's loading. I found this on a GIF website, but this is the closest thing to a 4th dimensional particle. So as you can see, as it demonstrates, it always, the center goes out, becomes bigger, goes over, and the last center becomes another center. So that should be about 4 squares linked together, moving simultaneously at once. It doesn't matter which way you put it, so, well, it does because my phone's gonna turn, but yeah, the closest thing that we have to a 4th dimensional particle is a Higgs boson. Now, we've only shaded one, and we believe that the Higgs boson, if you're Christian, some people don't believe in this. I'm Christian, and I believe strongly independent with science. I believe that God and science is law. So, a Higgs boson is a fourth dimensional particle by theory. We've only created one, and it was only for a couple of minutes. I don't know, it's not a stable particle. That's the reason why we believe that it helped create the universe. Now, they're starting up the Higgson Super Collider, I think is what it's called. I can't remember. It's in Europe somewhere. And what I believe is what they're going to do is take a Higgs boson particle, two of them, and collide them at once. Hopefully not destroying the universe in its wake, because they think that two of these fourth dimensional particles collided and created a third dimensional particle world, because it has so much mass and so much coding. Because if you think about it, everything is coded. So atoms code. Atom is code. And our atoms code themselves and create. Therefore, everything is malleable. And this is about to go into alchemy. Alchemy had it correct. Sorry, my fallout shelter is going up on the side right here. But the alchemy people, the original idea of taking atoms and taking a thing that isn't let's say lead to gold, we've done that before. We take these atoms and we add neutrons, yeah, I believe so, to their actual atoms. And let's say this is one atom, right? And these are going around it simultaneously. And once you add one, it creates another particle. So let's say if I have, I believe helium is the first one. Here, let me explain this with a better chart. I should have all of my stuff correct and ready. But with alchemy, they believe that you could take a particle, add neutrons, I believe, to it, and electrons, because they would have to, yeah. Wait. So, okay, I found it. This is just like fusion, so, not fission. So, let's say I have, hydrogen. That's the first one. So, hydrogen, and I add a electron and a neutron, would create helium. And helium, if I added an electron and a neutron, it'd create lithium. And then if I keep doing that, it takes, I'm not even going to look for lead on here, but it eventually becomes that particle you want. Now, they started with lead particles, and it was just a few particles that they actually created into gold, but they still did it, and it takes so much energy to do. But by theory, we have done alchemy. Alchemy is, I would say, a more advanced version of chemistry, which the only reason why we have chemistry now is because alchemy was banned. But I'll explain that one later. But a fourth dimensional particle, by my theories, since it has so many laws and forces against it that it creates its own laws and forces. I believe that a fourth dimensional particle, just a couple of them, maybe 10, put in one engine with heat and pressure and other laws and elements and things, that by theory, I believe that these elements and these particles would react to other elements and start making fusion, not fission. Fission is what the, power plants, like nuclear power plants, that's what a fission, that giant coolant tower, that's what it makes, it's fission. So it messes with atoms. Now, a fusion engine, which is like the sun, because the sun creates a lot of energy, needs a special thing to create it more. It needs something lawless, basically. Four-dimensional particles bend the way of the world. I believe that a black hole is where so many things have been created at once that the universe can't keep it stable. Like, I believe that a sun, which I will talk about, the supernovas and the neutron stars and stuff, I believe that a supernova creates a fourth-dimensional particle because of all those particles colliding at once and exploding all at once, that it can't keep it stable, therefore the universe cannot have a stable particle, therefore it creates a black hole, which by theories, because there are many black hole theories, that's a rift in time and space, and it's a wrinkle, it's something that shouldn't exist, it's a paradox. So, yeah. So thank you for letting me talk about science, and I will be making another video today, so please go check that out. I will be having my girlfriend on there, Anna, and yeah. Sayonara, Anarchy of Providence.